Hey there. Can you hear me? You should be able to. Okay, so we I think I set up everything, right? Keep forgetting stuff. I've been kind of in a hurry for the stream. Yeah, right. 50 streams and 6 months of a mod for Penguin Operator. So 50 streams for Nigel. Yo, that's insane. 50 streams. I have streamed for 50 times over the last like half a year. Still negative 2 out of 2 subs. Yeah, what can I do? Can I have first plushie? Like, you can catch it. And yeah, by the way, for first I should be spawning plushes. As long as bad cop. Uh, why does punch not work? Oh, come on. What do you mean punch doesn't work? Hold on. Restart. Restart, overly restart. Because I have messed up authentication, I think. I might have messed up authentication. Authorized broadcaster, yeah, here we go, hold on. One moment. Authorize. That Kuman, hi. Restart, yeah. Restart! Nothing happened. Yeah, now you can. Programmer Jeff. Chiburashko. Wow, this is a selection of plushies. You don't even know their names. Microsoft, only Microsoft probably. Yeah, I can help you with that a little bit. It rolled. Ah, it rolled. It's rolling. Rust of wheel. Say, just be careful. 30 HP, you're just gonna kill it. So you need it at about 10 HP to 10 to 20 HP to catch reliably. 30 is too much. Just get a plush that's a little weaker and damaged again. 30 is way too much. It's gonna take you like 30 or something catches. Just be quick with it, because it's gonna disappear soon. Whoa, that's okay. That's lucky. That's lucky. Yeah, so at 1x, I'm pretty sure at 1 HP the catching chances was 100%. Or even like at 3 HP catching chance was like 100%. I'm pretty sure there was like a point where it actually becomes 100%. But yeah, like from one comment. So yeah, there we go. You have Microsoft now, and you are one plushie away from plushie Dexteribot. And yeah, right. That's another thing I'm working on. So right. Let me recall what we've been working on. And by the way, congrats on 50 streams. You sort of like Microsoft because they made your favorite language C sharp. Yeah, I know it's TypeScript probably. No! They made C sharp and Windows. Can you have TypeScript? Do you not have TypeScript? Sure. I mean, okay, sure, fine. TypeScript. Since you have 50 stream streaks, I guess I can give you one. This one. Just be careful while catching it. You have 2 minutes. Whoa, Lisp is strong, holy. Why is Lisp so strong? You killed it. I said be careful. Level 6. You should have used micro or a bracket. Like, dude. Or OCaml is actually like a good choice. No. Uh, okay, you have another. You can have another chance. That's the last chance, though. You have 2 brackets. This bracket is which? What level is this? This is level 2. Yeah. Okay, one. Okay, it's gonna take a little bit of time. Anyway. Get to a little above 10. Whoa. You shouldn't have done that. There's a cursor. There's my cursor there. There we go. I'm gonna move it here. Why does this not work like it should? 10 HP. Yeah, catch it here. Catch type scripta. By the way, I'm thinking about. It was caught immediately. There we go. So yeah, I was thinking about um, replacing all the punch and other moves by Latin. Translate them to Latin. So what is it? Pungo for punch or it wasn't Pungo, it was something different. Like my Latin isn't good. It's not 0. You tried to clear chat by pressing Ctrl L. So Pungo is fight. Punch is Ictus. Or Icto, I guess. If we are talking. Like that's the thing I hate about Latin. It's like if you use Google Translate and you type the punch is Ictus. I remember that because I did that before. I changed it to I punch and now it's a whole different word. I punch them. Oh yeah, okay, that's fine. But like, I know cook. But that's not how you spell cook. Food. Actually cook. Actually no, cook does work. Which one? Drive. It was mentioned in the rest. I drive. I mean, okay, here it's working, but I punch is like different. Strike. Strike. Okay, that's a good one. Just Pungus. Okay, actually Pungus is there apparently. Colafus. Pungus is like with a fist. Punch with a fist. And if we do fight, which is one I know, I think I know at least. Punga. I fight. Pungo. Install Clean Smith. Just recently I've been installing Bazite on my friend's PC. Seems to work pretty well for Linux distro, although the installer did like fail a few times, but other than that, it just seems like his hardware issues mostly, and like regular Linux issues. Installer failed because of calling method on none. They used Python for such important software, and it kept installing for 11 hours, so I had to stop it. Yeah. Also, yeah, I'm teaching my friend C. I'm teaching my friend C. He hasn't installed the Ubuntu server. It took 3 minutes. Wow. Why not NixOS? I mean, yeah, fair, I guess. Ubuntu is like heavy. Ubuntu server, I don't know. This is the mom. I mean, to be honest, I mean, I don't know your mom, but like, if I actually tried getting my mom to use Linux, she didn't like it, unfortunately. But like usually, if you're installing Linux distro and then like giving it to a person who doesn't know much about Linux, they would probably not be installing other software. So like even using NixOS there sounds completely fine. Well, my mom didn't like Linux. We agreed to try, and she didn't like it. She just didn't like the interface because like it's not similar to anything she has used before, so makes sense. Anyway, Read me. I don't think I have anything here yet, just full input. So let's check. Computer science teacher. Okay, so that's like making it easier. My mom was just what is it called? What do you call like the first 4 grades of school? Primary? Primary school teacher, I guess. They don't have computer science, so she uses computer for just text manipulation, like Word and PowerPoint presentations and stuff. Anyway, what am I doing? All right. Mount dev third party core. I think. I cannot see what I'm typing because core. Wait. Rust. Library core. Then I search for FMT. Model S. I think. Primary school already has computer science at this point. Well, in our country it doesn't. Okay, args. Where do we have struct arguments? There we go. Template non-null U8. Args non-null RT argument. Wait, is this supposed to be a list or something? Oh wait, non-null. Oh, that's a pointer, right? Wait, no. Where is it? Don't remember. Argument. It's just argument type, which is either a placeholder, which has a formatter function, for some t invariant, and value was derived from a ref to t. Hey. Placeholder and count. What is count argument here? It's like so weird. Elementary school. Oh wait, elementary versus primary. Secondary. Wait, what? Elementary school teaches them Python, primary school teaches them NumPy, secondary school teaches them TensorFlow. Wait, why do we have elementary and primary both? And wait, is secondary like how does it work? I mean English wise. I don't remember. I'm building a compiler, yes, kind of. And I need to strip some methods from Rust's core library to test out my compiler and like implement some more features. For me, it's just same, but it was up to 11 because I'm done with 11th grade. And by the way, there won't be any streams until weekend anymore this week because I am going to competitions and then graduating, and then I also need to apply for university. So that's a busy week. So yeah, wish me luck. Um, so yeah, right. So in our country, it's first 4 years is I guess you can call it elementary school, and that's what I meant by my mom's a teacher for this period of time, where all the kids have one teacher, except on the year number 3 they also get foreign language, which another teacher, which is another teacher, and also like PE might be another teacher and music might be another teacher, but like most of the subjects are just one teacher, so that's who my mom is. And then we have 5th to 9th, which is like main education. Every subject has its own teacher, and like yeah, after 9th you can go to a whole bunch of different places like Lyceum, how do you pronounce it? Or something that we pronounce college, which I don't think it's the same as college in English, but I don't know. or you can go to 10th and 11th year, which, yeah, and after that you just go to university. Something like that. But yeah, I wasn't ready to explain English, to explain our school system in English. So, what do I strip out of this? Create point, core pointer, no null. So it is pointer. No null is a pointer. Create, wait, PTR, no null. I wonder where it is. Pointer, create pattern type. Pointer const t is not null. That's a different kind of pattern, wait. Pattern type. What is pattern type? A lib. Pattern type. Feature pattern type macro. Interesting. But yeah, I think I can just steal some stuff from here. So like if I go to arguments, so that's what I need. That's what I really need. I guess I can steal this. Samples. Hello. Okay, let's go to samples. Front and C samples core RS. Come on. So I need non now. I mean structure key. Use core non now, or is it core PTR? And I'm also gonna create struct argument. Our team argument is just a struct, right? Argument. Copy, clone, and stuff. Lang. So I'm gonna get rid of lang part. I'm gonna keep that. Remove that. Remove RT here. And instead of argument type, I'm just gonna make it empty. Oh, yeah, viewers, I don't care. Phantom data. Why is there no autocomplete? I do not remember. Another one. Unfortunately, they are getting through to my overlay and are not getting removed, which I will need to fix. No, it's actually surprisingly often they just come in pairs for some reason. I don't understand it, but like usually when I look at chat, it's like one of them is caught by Twitch automod, and so doesn't show up here, and the other one does show up here, but then it's immediately banned by Seribot. And like actually, I mean, immediately both are immediately banned by Seribot, but like one message does go through, and since it's getting removed, my chat does not remove messages, so it's still showing up. And the other one is just auto-modded. Left team A unit. Test sh core. Use std mark. Use the marker phantom data and use the pointer non null. Main not found. Team default. Default. Yeah, that's a pretty nice theme, to be honest. Like surprisingly nice for something purple. And also I do remember it's much lighter for some reason, but whatever. Wow, wait, this worked. Some AI VTuber with AI virus rate channel. So arguments. Then we have non-null U8 template and non-null argument A. Non-null argument with lifetime A. Oh, wait, lifetimes. Hold on, what? Lifetimes are in names? What? I need to fix that. Vito 987. Yeah. How do I fix this? I think it's in CGen. Wait, no, it's in CGen lib. Where do we inline type aliases? Or actually intern type that. Secret this symbol. Wait, no. Wait, how am I handling generics? It's run Rust C, I guess. Rust C lib. So struct. So it's in type conversion probably. Where we have ADT generics iter filter map generics as term to string here. So what is term? Come on, is a term. PTR marker. How do I what do I do with the term? Okay, what do I do with the term? I need to get its type, convert its type, and then only to string it, because it's messed up. Because like it doesn't actually have generics. It only has lifetimes, which I should not consider generic parameters for naming stuff. And I need generics. I really need to figure out how to make them properly. As type. Ooh. S type. So it's term S type. Borrow self to option. So I can just do term S type. So it's and then qualify. I do not like that there are no error squigglies in this theme for some reason. Map ty. So ty is string. Expected just, and then I got a ref as ref. So ty is a type. Now I should be able to convert type using convert tcx ty. So and then convert tcx ty. So that returns an option of Orco type map ty. So that's Orco's type. Now I can do ty hashable name. Now that's a more correct approach, and then also hash them all. So that should be better, because we should skip lifetime params. There we go. So we use argument here, args. Wait, that's supposed to be non-null of argument. Huh. Wait, what? How did that happen? Phantom data const error. Wow. Also, we really didn't, where's the error, honestly. So is this supposed to be non-null? Where did it go? So it's once and then chain generics. Huh. What? What just happened? Like, why? This is supposed to be non-null of argument, not just argument. Cause like if I get rid of this chain like altogether, it's just gonna be, it's gonna become non-null, wouldn't it? I mean, it probably wouldn't, cause it doesn't work for some reason. No, it does. And so if as I add items, it somehow breaks. So that's an optional string. If we just return none here, none for the generic. And also I do not have to use this chain of chain of maps. So that's gonna be the same. Also, I don't have to do storm, do I? Generic S type. I can do S type immediately. I can just do let UI equals S type. Then let UI equals convert TCX UI. Nor takes type. And then just do sum of TY hashable name. And that's gonna be it. But like that, will it break it? Does for some reason. Chain. What does chain do? Yeah, right. It's supposed that it's doing what it's supposed to. Why does this not work? Oh wait, I know why. Cause we're stripping colons. Cause we're stripping colons. That's so annoying. I don't even know how to fix this. But yeah, generics are a problem. I need to implement generics. I have to. I just have to. It's not easy to figure out naming. I go to orcolib. So experimental, it's time to use it, I guess. Invoke macro, what does it do? Let's go generics. Also, can I just get a camel a little off track? Okay, so it's a struct. So we have our forward declarations and our definitions. Okay, so that's meh. So I go to Rust C lib, then here I'm creating a struct. We have generics somewhere. Ooh. Variants fields. Sensitive identities, keep norm whip. So ADT. in edited dev. So I need to instantiate those somehow. Struct type of from MIR by that. Edited def. What does edited def return? Middle type? Well, I mean, what is edited def? That's middle, Rusty middle ty. So that thing is in turn this. So it has just a variant. Each variant is just has a constructor possibly. Name, discriminant, fields, and fields will have generics, will have binders in them, or will they? Value, it's just a def ID. Wait, the value is def. Okay, so I just pick the first variant. Is there a better way? Raw iter pick3 mute. That's an interesting thing to have. Swap is empty, get mute. I mean, I don't need to get mute, I just need to get it. I mean, I guess I could get 0 or something. No. Well, anyway. Variants iter next and wrap. Fields, and we iterate through fields. So let's get variant. Variant fields. Let variant be, and this will probably be reused at some point. So fields, each field we filter map it, because fields might have unique types. So field is field def. So I can just get the name. And then I have the type. Which might have generics. Okay. Generics of key. What is generics again? Just generics. That's middle generics, which is surprising. Own params. Do I care about non-own params? I shouldn't, right? Or should I? I don't even know. I mean, I guess I can check count. There may be empty or something. There is empty. So in this case I will just some noise. in the background. Come on. I wonder if you can actually hear it, and also where's the music? It's never there. Okay, so macro in this case, name func call once. Yeah, right. And types. Oh, the statement is such so bad, so bad, so weak. Welcome back. So, I need to get the name. You have a lot of points. Actually, that's a nicer version of default theme. I really like this theme. But your name function. Args, yeah. Call once through. No, you shouldn't. And also, please stop swearing. 3.5k redeem. Don't worry, I'm not gonna make an 83.5k redeem. I'm gonna make one 100k one, and another 50k one, and another 30k one, and another 3k one, and another 500 one. To get you to 190k 193k and 500 points. So you'll have a choice, either to earn more to get 100k, or to spend all your points exactly to redeem everything else. But don't really worry about saving points, you still have way too many. I cannot design something that will burn them all immediately. I'm probably gonna get to like 40k at most. It's like, and that's already very difficult. I'm planning though. I'm planning. Yeah, anyway. This is sort of the same service. That does not tell me anything. Just random words. They don't even equal length. Actually, yeah, you're right. And the words are the same. Wait, words add up to the same size, or no? Actually, no, they don't. That just means I mixed stuff up. Yeah, sure. Like, that's just a random naming. I guess you could steal that from somebody. So if I were to declare it here, I'm just gonna hard code it for now. Args, so those are types. And I'm just gonna add underscore type name, underscore and hash file name. Name dot name make it mutable for arg in args icons to name. Come on. Name push. Oh my god, it's so annoying. Push. Underscore. Why is the LSP so dying right now? Oh, wait, right. Push. So yeah, right. We push an underscore and then we name push arg hashable name, something like that. That's temporary. That's experimental. So for types themselves, how do I actually? Oh right, that won't work. I remember now. Stuff doesn't. This stuff doesn't work like that. How do I make generics like work? Actually work. I need to convert them to Rust types. Like Rust generics are too overpowered. Discord page. YouTube channel you want to join. What does that mean? How do I do generics in Rust? How do I make generics in Rust accessible in other languages? Because like if you have Rust generics, they can use associated types, which is an issue. Because it's like it's pretty much, and they also can use traits and stuff. So it's like almost Turing complete, if not Turing complete, if not actually Turing complete. It might actually, it might very well be, because so I have a type which I put in generic, which means Rust struct, Rust system must have access to this type. And what if it doesn't? What if it doesn't? Just delegate it. I mean, you can do associated constants, somewhat, but associated types. That's a gist. Guess what I expected. Associated types. That's Rust. Bro. Why GATS? Generic associated type initiative in Rust. Constraints and concepts in C++20. I don't even know what concepts in C++ are. Like still. Associated types typically refers to associated types and traits. Okay, sure, let's ask AI. Give me an example of replicating associated types in Chrome Rust in C. There's like no person on the on Earth who's done it. I mean, I kind of tried. I used stuff. What's it? Token pasting. Meh. You don't have to do trades, just ignore them. vtable. Via macros. Define iter. Give name state. Name next. What are you even doing? It's just like this is wrong though. You didn't understand me. Of replicating associated types. No traits. First, let's see. And I think it will come up with something relatively useful. I said no traits. Yeah, that's pointless. So how do I implement it? Let me pull back my browser. So I need to somehow hint that there is a type 2 which is like bound to type 1, because like there might be a generic which takes type 1, so generic takes type 1 and like returns so extern and like just to test, so it's gonna be type 2 v and so the generic, so my initial idea was something like define generic type 1 to be type 1 hash underscore type 2 or the t so something like that. So now that's gonna complain about hostile function. What? Unknown type name type 1 underscore type 2. Yeah. Or ASOC, I guess. And then I will type def type 2 to be type 1 ASOC. And then it will be like struct type 2. Impl foo type bar equals bus, which is define foo associative. Yeah, that was my idea initially, but like it has issues. It has one issue, which is it is not Turing complete. You cannot chain associated types. Oh right, that doesn't work. Type def struct that type def struct that. So that works. Look, but so that's what you mentioned. Well, that's what you said, Nigel. But if I have can changing, but what do you mean you can change it? It's like, look, so the problem is if I copy your example, open play Rust playing work. So look, struct foo doesn't need to be anything. unstable. What's unstable? I'll need unstable. I don't care. Like, what do you mean I need unstable? Unstable C? I don't need unstable. I need to re-implement this in C. Did I try to look into dependent types? Such types are a good example for them without hacks like this. Dependent types. Or dependent. I have not heard that. Here in Rust, playground. Why do I need unstable? Like, okay, sure, nightly. I like having nightly, but like, why would I need it? Depends on the value. What? Associated types are... Excuse me? No way this is unstable. No way this is unstable. What? Yeah. I mean, that's surprising. So that's surprising. But yeah, not a big deal. Rust C still uses unstable under the hood. So so we have foo, bar, bus, another. Give me another one. Give me another few words to name types. Fizz, right, Fizz. I mean, it's actually Fizz with double D. Okay, I'm gonna take both of those suggestions. Here, so we'll have two structs. Okay, actually, I'm gonna have struct Fizz, then I'm gonna have struct Buzz, which impl. I'm gonna look at dependent typing stuff. Problem is not C, it's the fact that like other languages might not have this feature, those features. And like I need something that's cross language, that's more closer cross language. Wait, that's Fizz, and that's Buzz, and then I have type X is foo colon bar colon that. And like, so that thing, I need to somehow convert that to C. Wait, what do you mean unstable? I said nightly. Ambiguous associated type. Yeah, I mean it's traits. Wait, it's traits, I mean... Can I exploit the fact that it's traits? Can I exploit somehow? It's not C problem, it's there's another problem that's more difficult. See, I don't know what dependent types are, really. But I feel like... I have an idea. Define polymorphic types, really you can have also generic type definitions. View the functions from type to types, so much for what ordinary language software. Language called dependent types, but also for the fourth possibility, namely defining functions from values to types. Yeah, so Zig. For example. Mean. Bounded. Not Zig. I mean, comp time stuff in Zig, isn't it that? Like, it doesn't Zig compile time pretty much? Oh my god, I still have 0 snoozes. I need to run an ad. Because like Switch would not let me snooze it. Ever. So like, doesn't Zig compile time allow me to do stuff like that? Wait. values to types. Remember parameterizing type definition over a value. I int and I is below or equal to n. That's interesting. But I don't quite get it yet. I need something more. Dependent type is a type whose definition depends on the value. It's an overlapping feature of type theory. Defu access is list int underscore equals underscore is sorted access. Here is dependent types. You can have types that depend on the time values. Good luck to the I mean, yeah, but like Zig has stuff. Is it dependent type constructor? Is it? Is it? Gosh, I don't understand. Like, so, okay, we have a runtime value and we have a type. I feel like I've seen this somewhere. Either in C++ 25 or something. Or was it 26? It's 24 and 26, there's no 25, is it? I don't remember. So like, or in Zig, I'm pretty sure there was something in Zig. With the comp time you can actually like do stuff. Idris Lean. No, I have never heard about that either. But my point is that you can do like fancy comp time stuff. Thank you for the follow. Yay. So stuff like this, I mean. You can do stuff like this. And I mean, this isn't quite something like that, but the idea is X has some type, and like you have this type which depends on the value. I mean, it doesn't depend on the value. I guess it depends on type. Let's take a look at lean, whatever that is. Ad break. I'll have to wait through the ad break because I have no way. Lean. I guess it's a proglang. Okay. Lean is more for profs. Let's start. Why do I still have this? Holy. Notifications. Okay. And over. So this a language for type-driven development. Whoa. Example? Oh my god, Haskell. This video to understand dependent types and lambda calculus. I don't think I'm ready to go into lambda calculus again. Or yet. A good place to start and find out what class types mean in practice is free. Is the first chapter of type development. Write functions to calculate types. It's a familiar phrase, by the way. Okay, what is it? What are dependent types? As the type wizard. Oh yeah, I do remember that guy.
Hello there. Been what? Almost a year, probably. Today will be.
I have not made a Lisp interpreter in the past, although Nigel might have. Honestly, I don't know. This guy's love for parentheses is just insane.
Trying to show a bit of magic. A couple previous videos I was discussing about functions. What are functions? How eliminating a function is enough to describe computation. You can find those videos probably here, I think. To start, don't forget to like, subscribe.
Am I gonna wait? Am I gonna watch a 30-minute video on stream? Yeah. It's very easy to start. Oh, guys, stay silent, huh? Okay. Oh, right. So yeah, right. I feel like reading this would be faster. Let's start find out first class types. First class type is just yeah. First class types is when type can be a value and value can be a type and so when what? I have written. I mean, yeah, I have written like many languages, but some interpreted, some compiled. Trustline wasn't written. Trustline wasn't finished. Satan is waiting for me. That is true. I hope I'll get back to it, but I do wanna like get Orko to some release because I will have a lot of other things to work on, and I just don't want to leave Orko in like its current state. It doesn't have first class types. Does Zig not have first class types? I mean, you can say Zig is just comp time Zig, and that it doesn't. But like comp time can return types. Isn't that the point? I mean, I guess there's just like one thing you can break. That's not implementable in Zig or something. Texler is waiting for me, sure. Function which calculates type can itself be used as in a type. So int or string isn't bool type. So that's sure. Show or burst isn't bool. Int or string isn't string. So this is a dependent type. Look, if your language can do this constant get from user const array vec int n, then it's definitely typed. Then it's dependently typed. Like, the thing is, vec int n does not make any sense to me. It's functional use. So, like, I assume it does. Because, like, what is n? What does n do in here? I would assume that's size. But like, what does n do in here? Where does it come from? Is it vecs are dynamically sized? If you said array, then it would make more sense. But well, that's not possible. That's not possible unless your language is like interpreted. I cannot even imagine if it's for compiled languages. But yeah, here, so this is an example. You have a function which takes a value and uses its value, passes this value to a function, which returns a type based on this value. And then it uses that type inside of as an argument. But yeah, like right. Whatever. I said unless I watch the 3 videos that came before it in that series. So like, how are you supposed to implement that in a compiled language? Like, what would it compile to? It's just like generics. That's too functional. But I mean, too functional is an issue for Rust. In my case as well. Too fancy. Your language is too fancy for me, for my compiler. will depend on how you define vec. Like, what's the idea of how it implements? So I mean, like in this case, n really can be just a runtime value, not compile time type value. Wait, is this the idea where you say part of a type is unknown at compile time, but like known at runtime? So that something like that. So is this a whole idea? Everything you don't know n at compile time. No, like you don't know it. Type is back in n, but like yeah, but you don't. It is your type. You don't know what value n is, so you don't know the concrete type. You cannot. You can't get something from user at compile time, exactly. I mean, technically you can, but like, it doesn't matter. You can pass it to a fan that expects vec intent. I mean, like, is the idea that you don't know the value of n at compile time and you just parts of your types are just bound to be runtime. Wait. Go. Do we have what is this? Idris. Do we have Idris here? Get some sunlight. I mean, it was pretty sunny today. Eh? Nah, unlucky. No types at runtime. No types at runtime. Dude. Serial opens a dialogue input box. Yeah. So like, no, what do you mean? Like, how are you supposed to have all the types at compile time, yet have them depend on variables from runtime? Like, I mean, yes, you can say like n is a value, and you don't know its value at compile time, but you know it's some value, and like that is enough to prove like that some times are equivalent. No one is your type. Type-driven development. See, that's why I'm teaching my friends C and not Haskell or something like that. Or OCaml, God forbid. Yeah, I don't have time. So, like, who's gonna explain to me how that's supposed to work? Like, unless you just say that you do not look def test n, which is natural, xs, which is vect int n, const n, const n, const xs, vec int n, gen vec of size n. Yeah, type checking. So type check test n basically is the same as n is hidden arg. N plus 1 type error. Yeah, so the idea. And also, are you supposed to look? Is it wait, is it inferring n as well from there? Or like you're supposed to pass n into test? But yeah, like the idea is that it will infer. Oh gosh. Like that makes the language even more complex because like this infer type, you know where you specify that xs is xs and not n. But yeah, that's besides the point. So like the idea here is n is not known at compile time. It's just some value, arbitrary value. That's the idea. The 10 is just some arbitrary value, and you don't know it at compile time. But you know it exists, and you know it's some value, and you know which value is not n. But you like, even if just two values just so happen to be same type, same value in at runtime, you will not agree that they are same in at compile time. It's very easy. Core of the dependently typed language is like 2.5k lines in TypeScript. We did create some examples of such languages. I mean, yeah, like inference is besides the point. I don't know that much about type inference and other kinds of inference. But yeah, so that was my assumption. Is it correct? And how is it useful then? How are those dependent types useful? Besides, like, having always knowing the size of a type. Or always knowing, like, a size of an array. which is like useful, I guess. Much more times and constraints. Like, what's the point of types then? I mean, okay, point of types like exists. You cannot point of types is that you constrain a function to only take values of the kind that you want it to. And like also types can be restrictive as well, but sure. Point of dependent types, yes, you can like further restrict types, but values can't do much, can they? Like, as I can, yeah, vector of size. So like vector of size is like the only good use of dependent types I can see. I would assume there are more, but I don't know. I don't know of any. I mean, actually, like here, first class functions also useful, I guess. So like if you say type here, it's basically the same. But yeah, that's pretty difficult. Anyway, so how can I address this issue? And it's also angry for me at some point, for some reason. Oh wait, I'm supposed to add a feature, right? Copy that. Ambiguous associated type. Dude. How is that? Okay, sure, traits. Type. A little bit of dependent type wizard. That impulse, that force, that. Will it be angry at me? Oh wait. Right. We're getting rid of bar. Save div. Yeah, also. Division by 0. Okay. Just another one example. That's it. Yeah, I've heard about that. I mean, C++ has concepts, right? So there is that as well. So why are you angry? Ambiguous associated type. dude. Who as a sock? This. Oh, and also, this is supposed to be a sock, and then I'm gonna have to import a sock for feeds. Feeds type. This equals self to break the loop. But like that's the idea. As a sock. Oops. Why not equal 0 is the type? Went wrong. Extra checks, yeah, but like you have concepts, you have traits. It is just syntactic sugar. Like, yeah, you can further restrict the type, I guess. Go to TypeScript, it probably has that. So yeah, look, here it compiles. And also, we don't even need this anymore. Public. So like, how would I convert this to C? Insert. Oh wait, public and public that, and public type. TypeScript's exclude number 0 is fake. Okay, so this should not have warnings. Yeah. So how do I convert this to C? You can pass save div 7 and 1 minus 1 and the TypeScript won't say anything. Yeah, I guess it's difficult. But like, tracking this is just difficult. And yeah, division by 0 is... To prevent division by 0, you need to track values. In order to track values, like in this case, 1 minus 1, you need one of those ones to have like type that excludes it from being a 1. And that's like, that would be the error. And like, you will need runtime checks at some point, but I guess that's okay ish. But yeah, so how am I implementing that? Let's see. It's dependent type. You can't not have runtime checks. Like, you have a function that gets from user, that's like scene or whatever, read, scan, read the value. So right, like you have a function that reads a value, it has no type guarantees, and like then you need to check at runtime to bring your value into this type system, and then the type system is gonna check stuff for you. It's like you do compile time asserts and it's gonna eliminate all asserts that like that stem from your current one or something. I mean, whatever. Just compile time asserts. Comp time asserts. But I mean, dependent types would be cool to have. You only need to prove to compiler that's why it's never 0. And how would you do that? So yeah, how would you do that? With a runtime check. It's like runtime if. Anyway, like if you get it from user. Unless there is a specific function that gets value from user and never returns a value, one of the values. That does a runtime check inside of it. But yeah, you can or reduce runtime checks, I guess. I feel like that would be annoying though. Like especially with division. It would honestly be easier to just have an explicit case of what happens when you divide by 0. I mean, that's the case, like, for floating point numbers. Division by 0 is just infinity there. It's defined. Because, like, you don't have it, you don't have a continuous function. Given 0. When test x is above 0, save div 10x, no runtime. Yeah, like here you don't have runtime checks, but at some point in your program you're gonna have one. Sure, the idea of dependent types is that like you only have that one, even if you do, you might even not have to. Is this kind of high school? Yes, it is. It looks incredibly familiar. But yeah, like that's fair. I mean, actually, for array size, just for array sizes, and like least size, just for sizes and out of bounds checks, that's like the only place you need to do that. But like just for that, it's worth it. Because then it stems to other types. Division by 0 is not worth it, I said it. Emo, in my opinion. Because it's just gonna be so annoying when all your numbers are just cut out from 0. Yeah, but like all the time you have checks on parameters are just... I mean, yeah, fair. But like, that all just comes down to having array sizes most of the time. And division by 0. Any assert. Yeah, any assert. So I already said comp time asserts. Yeah, but anyway, I need to implement generics. So in order to support stuff like that, and like stuff like Rust associated types, I need to port types back into a language that requires generics, which is, you know, difficult. So I will need... Imagine you hate numbers. Okay, right. I know, you know, there's a beautiful language. Yeah, just delete it. It's a perfect programming language. Even Primogen made a video on that. That's probably what I watched first, although I saw a different one, I'm pretty sure. Delete. Yeah, like once you make your language perfect, you just delete your delete. And you cannot delete anymore. Because you don't need to delete anything more. I'm pretty sure somebody was writing compiler for Dreamworld. There's GitHub. So this... I guess this is also a website. but I don't know. I have never seen it. Oh, there is. So yeah, this is the website apparently. Gulf of Mexico, huh? So yeah, but like the thing is, somebody was writing compiler for it, and prototyping, and prototyping time travel in there. Wait, that's a different Dreambird. It's just work. Or is it actually spelled Dreambird with the? This is original. Oh, it is. Why is it called that? PyPy. Oh, there is an interpreter. Okay. I'm gonna go for next for link page, please GitHub repo. I'll click here to try out this Vision Pro. The site is powered by this. Yeah, I know. Not VR, spatial computing. Nah. I mean, like, I guess I could try, but I don't know what it is. Anyway, so the perfect programming language. It now supports rich text. Yeah, right. I remember the Bang. Sure. I mean, to be honest, that's useful. That's like actually useful. This model is working on nice. I mean, lead moderator can actually delete mods, you know? You realize like mods can ban other mods, but lead mods can... lead mod, which there... I'm pretty sure there can only be one, can ban a regular mod. And also lead moderator can assign VIPs, I'm pretty sure. Naming, yeah, right. I'm pretty sure there were like issues. Hydrate, thank you for the hydrate. Mod Warfare. I'm pretty sure there was like an issue or a pull request or something. Labels. Huh. Apparently no. Merge pull request 2 years ago. Oh wait, it is... It did just stopped. It did just stop. I mean, there was somebody who called. I mean, I'm pretty sure there was somebody who like was writing a compiler for it. Anyway, yeah, it was like when Nigel said, "Imagine you hate number 7." Something immediately clicked in my mind. Imagine you have a number that you never want in your program. Anyway, so in order to support all of the fancy language features, we need to get types, and I guess constant values, but those are besides the point. So like ideally I should be able to fetch types from here, but I honestly don't know how to properly do that. Because you can have all sorts of concurrency issues. Concurrency. So, macros and macros. Ooh. You also have other stuff here. You also have other issues here. It's just okay. Penguin operator cannot refuse from adding underscores after the word just. Pub list comp time type t type construct pointer t length size. Or L list of int. But where is it? Where is its length? Yeah, that should be a dependent type, of course. In type, yeah, exactly. I mean, fair. I agree that it's useful, but like, I mean, to me that would seem annoying. I guess if you're like, I guess to me Rust seemed annoying when I first read about it, so it's fair. I probably should try once a language like this. But like, what's the fun in programming if you can never see your program crash? Like, if you cannot see assertion failed or panic or segmentation fault. Like, where's the fun in that? Times only what you need for your case domain. Oh yeah, also that. How I tried some kind of list before. Steel counts as list. So if we take a look at my configs, config helix, you may recognize that there is a lot of Lisp in here. You don't care, you just leave list int, once tracking at type level. But like, that's the issue, you have to decide whether you want it or not. Or I guess you can include it in the type and just let it be inferred elsewhere. So that would be pretty cool to have. It's boring, finding the random crash of your brain. See, how much is Lisp is that? Not much, but like I wrote a Game of Life with it. It's just a few lines. About 100 lines of code. But I'm not really a Lisp guy. Config doesn't count really. That's Game of Life in my configs. I mean, it's in my configs because it's supposed to be in my configs. Because it's a Helix plugin. But yeah, that's I was decided to test out an experimental thingy. That's like the first and last time I have written a Game of Life. I'm pretty sure. Which is interesting. But yeah, so I need to somehow pull types. Not only that. And not expectant and sorted PF, sorted access. Alright, that example as well. Links of specific size. So it's up to you. It's a just pyramid scheme. Is this a... Huh? Link to the official GitHub readme. Oh, Dreambird interpreter, you found it. But like, yeah, somebody was writing a compiler for it, I'm pretty sure. The guy, like, I remember a talk. Oh, there's a text server org now. There's a Discord server. YouTube chat. So yeah, Dug. Or it's snake. Right, pie. That's the package I saw. So. Why to have types? Why to have types even? Fentest x, 10 over x, x is 5, okay, x is 0, sure, x is hello, no problem, x is 1, 2, true. Try, it will be fun, it will be so fun to program. You heard this Discord? Yeah, I know. I muted it. So don't worry. Yeah, it would be fun to program. Come on. Dude. This is fun. Fun. Wonder what happens. Undefined. Wait, can I? Oh, none. How do you do numbers in here? Is it minus array? Yeah. Right. Wait, there's the plus. I'm supposed to do that. You look, we've got code. We've got letters. Yeah, like static checks. I mean, I guess, but you're supposed to express. You're This is so cursed. Yeah. So there is So I'm not swearing. I don't like to swear, and so I cannot really mention it. But there is a thing, which is inspired by a certain language that you can do in JS with just like 6 characters. Of course, because for plus it doesn't matter the order of first, because yeah, the same result back. Yeah, so that. But yeah, so expressing constraints would be nice. But yeah, dependent types are really just an abstraction over contracts or something. By X as a raw pointer. X as a raw pointer. And it will succeed! Yeah! It's the other way around. It's the other way around. It's the other way around. No. I mean, okay, yeah, contracts are abstraction over dependent types, but you can have dependent types as abstraction over an optimizer. Oh, actually, an optimizer for this is a very interesting thing to do, I feel like. But yeah, I mean, like, abstraction over having no types but only contracts, as in you have a function that's like it has a bunch of arguments, and you just say this argument can only take those kinds of values or something. So basically reinvent type system, but yeah, whatever. 10 over 0 is okay. Yeah, sure. 10 over 0 is okay. Like, you know, division by 0 works. It's just that every number is equal to 0. You're in the 0 ring, or what is it called? What was it called? This is also okay, you heard. Your OS is so starved for sequels. Like, yeah, sure. 1, 2, 3 of 42 is just it's just this. It's supposed to return 1. Unfortunately it crashes, but it's supposed to return 1. That's good for 3D graphics. I mean, yeah, fair. A lot of stuff like graphics programming would really benefit from having division by 0 be like 0. Give just a stable value. Is inferred as a tuple. But yeah, anyway, how do I wait? I have 2 browsers open. That's too extra. So how do I pull types? So the idea is to, instead of this mess, to just pull. Stream number, good luck. You see your GitHub status? I'm honestly afraid. Where's the status part? There's no status in here. You'll have to build everything from zero, that's it. By the way, how do you... Oh, that's a read... Oh, right, that readme is... That's a readme thing just showing from there. Anyway, attribute error non-type objects has no attribute love. You cannot have something that doesn't have love. That's not fair. It's being like. Even none should have love. Even none deserves love. No, it's simple. Yeah, now you go JavaScript. JavaScript, but every attribute is just undefined if it doesn't exist on the value. Or something like that. Or it would try to figure out another value which has that attribute and just steal it from there. Trust no one. Not even your coffee, even as one on Java. Oh yeah, right. I have seen that somewhere. I'm pretty sure that's on your Discord. Although I do not understand this word partially. But yeah, anyway. So idea is instead of doing stuff like this, you just if you have a generic type, so like xt equals x of t, which is assoc. Assoc is c as assoc, so something like that. Really? Are they? Oh, they might be. But yeah, so the idea is you have a generic type and you pass any type in here. It should pull that type from wherever and like apply it or what. So it should pull the type and just so instantiate generics, but I honestly don't know how to do that. Actually, it should be here. Mutability? Nah. That's for something. Oh yeah, I do not get this one. Oh. Wait, it's okay. I do not pronounce a camel like that. Oh, me. But like still, yeah, I don't pronounce a camel like that, so... I'm not saying okaymal. It's not okaymal. Not even okaymal. Or like, how do you pronounce M-lady? M-lady? Milady? I guess, I think. But like still, I pronounce it as a camel. Or camel. Oh yeah, right. What am I even doing? What have I done in 2 hours? Everyone pronounces it like that in imaginary show. Hey, so It's been 2 hours. I've done nothing except for like find out about dependent types. So I need to figure out how to work with this, how to make generics work. So like the thing is, we have two worlds. Doesn't burn. Wait. Seems and burn. Or do we want Sunburn better? Probably no. Probably want original. Wait, why is it red? Oh, that's... Oh my god, comments are invisible. The comments are not visible. No, it's original Zenburn has... That's original Zenburn. Zenburn better doesn't. I mean, okay, no, Zenburn better does. Both of them are glitchy. But yeah, this is pretty cool, but I don't know if I prefer it or not. Everything is broken. I mean, to be fair, everything is broken. In both of them it's broken. Okay, so how do I do generics? I need to somehow instantiate a struct by using generics. Rust is broken. No, Rust is broken. I will need to implement traits, by the way. But yeah, non-null, I should, by the way, look for non-null and core. Where do we have core? Oh my god! Seam, rose, pine, moon. Wow. So you want this one? Or do you want your Zenburn? I actually like this one. This one reminds me of Lunar Vim. This is fine. So which this one? No. Okay, so where is the struct? A rapid transparent. It's just a pattern type. Which, by the way, pattern type is a macro. Like, look, here's your dependent types. That's a comp time assert right here. I mean, I guess I'm just gonna wait, I'm doing generics core. It's not and by the way, Godbold.org something. Oh, let me paste this somewhere here. Because we don't have anything. Can I just ignore phantom data here? Can I just ignore the lifetime? And ignore pointer type, pattern type. Alright, and this is broken. Okay, so since today is macros and type definitions, harder to understand the RPI. I mean, I guess. What is this? Something memory. Oh, is it like fully? Wait, how did it? What did I just do? Where is it? Here it is. Let me close this then. Leaked. Rust is broken till there. Oh, it's that thing. Is my language similar to Rust? I'm not making a language. Let's cool down for the theme. I don't know. Nursel High. Why is everyone suddenly here? So that thing I've seen. Oops. I've seen that in No!
Yeah, boy.
You must be there. Compiler assumed. Yeah, so I mean you can say I have an AR, but like it's not a language. It's just an intermediate state. And it's also unnecessary. But yeah, I saw that in that 100% safe memory vulnerabilities in Rust crate on crates.io. Blazing fast memory or I'm pretty sure that's what this was called. Although vulnerability is not really a word. Also I probably misspelled it. Memory leak. I don't know. I don't remember what it was called. 100% safe memory in Rust. Something blazing fast, something CVRS, yeah, here, that thing. Libres. I have read the source code just to find out. What's the cooldown for sim change? I don't know, you can take a look at it. Just look at it and see how long it took. Or how much more. Oh, it doesn't say. Oh, it doesn't say. Huh. That's the issue. I can look for it. There is a CVERS GitHub repo. I don't remember where it is, but it is there. CVERS GitHub. Okay, hold on, let me take a look at redeems. This for some channel points. Here, this one. I mean, Rust is a fair attempt. 100% unsafe Rust. So yeah. Theme change, here it is. It is 10 minutes. Cooldown. Why cannot close it? Yeah, good attempt. It's a good attempt. It's a fair attempt. So, right. I'm not using Rust for memory safety though. I'm using it for its ecosystem. And it's just so nice. Like, that's why I wanted to use it. Plushy little folks. Kuko! 25 watch streak! Your watch streak is exactly half of Nigel's. Wow. That's pretty cool. Guys, celebrate. Punch immediately into a camel. Immediately destroying a camel. It's flying. No. So yeah. Oh, what happened? Oh, Arch. Oh, Glass. Wait, which one's the most? Is hey. So yeah, Arch is like the second most powerful, right? Okay, so how am I gonna figure this out? I need to somehow pull types and use them. I mean, I guess I don't really have to pull them right now. Destroy the Nosa. Wait, when did it happen? Actually, third. Third, wait. Third? Level 17? Is there something more powerful than it? Excluding Lil Fox? or the folks, that folks, you know what I mean, little folks. Yeah, no, for you it's second one. Hi, Lofty. CCVRS license. Okay, that I have not seen that license ever. I have seen WTFPL before, which I mean is actually pretty nice. But to be honest, I would not like to swear in my license files either. So CC0 it is. Or like other stuff. Yeah, so it is the third strongest overall, but it is the second strongest in your team. That's what I meant. So how do I do this? So here, instantiate identity. I just need binary. I just need to instantiate it correctly. Or do I convert it with generics? What if I actually FYPL? What is this? Oh, I think I know. I think I know what you mean. For your page. Okay, let's stop swearing in chat. I mean, yeah. Best license for Nvidia. It's not permissive though. It shouldn't be permissive though. Nvidia does not permit you much. Anyway. I mean, actually does it. Hate Nvidia so much. Well, guess what? I have Nvidia. This laptop has an Nvidia graphics card. But yeah, have to deal with it. So, instantiate I can instantiate identity, but in convert, I guess I can pass in special treatment here. Must use. All my functions are mostly I mean, actually no, like a lot of them could be. To roll sense in solidity, in solidarity. Yeah. Have any did any of you watch Linus Tech Tips? Oh, Ed. Yes. I cannot even imagine what this word letter scramble is. My first guess was like you just typed a bunch of random letters in frustration, but then I realized something is up here. Well, you can use this software, but you must frame a photo of its GitHub homepage in your place of residence license. Okay, that's a good one. You know what? I'm turning this into a license. Functional microkernel S that was stopped you from finishing everything else was piece of cake compared to writing GPU drivers. I mean, I guess GPUs are hard. There are 2 companies on the planet who's making GPUs, excluding Intel's integrated graphics. And like home enthusiasts. Yeah, right. So I need something to convert generics in here. This function is used in a lot of places. What do we have for go to usage? Reference jar. I guess a lot of them. In LibreS mostly. So I guess I can just do impl fn mute, mute. So that will be. So that will be. Well, it makes them open spec. Takes time and money and effort. And like, so look, you have two options. Well, as a company, you have two options. Either you create you make your hardware, and then you hire 1,000 developers to write bad code for it. And or the second option, you create your hardware, you hire 1,000 people to write a good specification for it, which means you have to make it. You have to make hardware a bit more accountable, like. So there's more pressure because like now you're specifying everything. You make it easier to copy. You make it easier to clone, and then you're also like you're paying more. So like, what's the point for companies? Except for like user trust, because like if anyone made an open source GPU, if a company started manufacturing open source GPUs, it would probably be like one of the most loved companies on the planet or something. So yeah, anyway, generics, the bound, is that a generic one? I need something to map generics. No, I don't. Getting distracted is one of the core parts of my streams. And yeah, I am gonna be ending soon because I need to wake up early tomorrow and I have a lot of work and I wanna eat. I'm hungry. Building hardware based on specs. Well, don't worry. As soon as I make a CPU, it's gonna be available somewhere on GitHub or somewhere. And the GPU and everything. I mean, like imagine just imagine like now you create your hardware, then you copy all of your VHDL code, all of your what's it called, Verilog code, just paste it into ChatGPT and say, write me specs for this. That's companies in a few years. I mean, yeah, right now nobody's gonna do that. You're gonna download CPUs. I mean, yeah, you can just download CPUs and RAM and stuff. Although it's gonna be many gigabytes probably. I mean, to be honest, Verilog code shouldn't be that. There shouldn't be that much Verilog for CPU design. It's like the generator. After you run it through your toolchain, AGI's agent will find you after what I did, what you did to it. Okay, so do I do a trade? I mean, I guess I could do a trade. So I need a function. I need a function that will public. Okay, so I actually need to see where I'm using generics. Params. Oh, this is the param. You have param and you have bound. This represents a TK for TK in. What's the point, huh? What do you mean a type can be a bound variable? TK is not a type. Canonical queries will replace inference variables with bound variables. So when we checking whether we canonical that to 4 lifetime ATTK that 3T convert the introduce bound variables back to inference variables in the new inference content. I guess bound variables don't matter, so I've just params. So a param ty. There's a symbol, there's a name, surprisingly. If every Nyan will have lithographers, hardware that builds hardware like crap. In the breadboard building robots for building motherboards, we will be able to really download hardware. I mean, yeah, you can download hardware. You know, there's that YouTuber, kind of, somewhat unrelated, but there's a YouTuber, Sunshine, who's like a 3D printing, who designs stuff for 3D printing, and he's like, I'm gonna make it so one day you'll be able to download the car off the internet and just print it in place. But I mean, to be fair, he will can I link that guy? Sunshine. To be honest, he hasn't uploaded for a while. And like that happened once I subscribed, and that happens way too often. I subscribe to a person or I follow a person on Twitch or YouTube. 3DP. This guy. So like as soon as I subscribe, it's just that person just disappears off the internet. So yeah, 2 years ago, wow. But yeah, so 3D printing metal, this 3D printer, which is like somewhat print in place. Mod logout, sleepy. I need to sleep as well. And that's pretty cool as well. So yeah, that guy. Here. Nigel, you can sleep. I hope Penguin Operator will take care of mod actions for you. Although there aren't that many. Dial indicators. By the way, compliant mechanisms are pretty cool. Because they have pretty much no backlash. They are stretchy, but like still. Designed for space. Yeah, so he actually did like a few very cool things. Or you can just build your own with Benator. Yeah, Benator is also an awesome channel. Amazing channel. Serious technician and scientist. He is a serious technician and scientist, but he is very non-serious in his videos. Yet like something actually like comes out of it. The 3D printer he designed is somewhat cool. And like metal technology is also. It's like I can by just those projects I can tell he is actually like a somewhat so he actually has the knowledge. Story time. What is this? What is what? or are you asking what is story time, Redeem? I'm supposed to tell a story. If that's what you're asking me about. Yeah, so you want me to tell a story? You want me to continue the story about the mad scientist, some coffee, and what else was there? A squirrel. Let me bring a food. Do I just start it over? Like, Kuku, are you here? Can we do a quick rundown of the story again? Maybe add a prompt. What prompt? Like, story time is supposed to be me telling a story. What would you prompt then? Like, what kind of story I wanna tell, or something? Yeah. I mean, what if the person doesn't know? like you can always specify post factum, but like if somebody just wants to hang out, yes, they can, and I'm pretty sure I have some, but like, or actually maybe no. Actually, probably I don't have any. But yeah, so the idea is, imagine a person who just wants to hang out, just opens, redeems, sees story time, decides to redeem it, and then, bam, text prompt. What to enter here? I don't know. Intuitive, just close the intuition, just close the redeem, and ignore it. But yeah. And if like somebody wants to tell us me to tell a specific story, they just redeem it and say post factum. Cause like so I would add text prompts only to redeems where they actually would be mandatory or almost mandatory. Like theme change. It would not make sense for a theme change redeem without a theme. Yet you can still say you choose, but like still. Random story 100 points, custom story 200 points, custom story. Yeah, nah, I'm just yeah, taking more for just a specific story is somewhat of a steal. So yeah, you want a story. Which story do you want? You want a long story, a short story, a winding story, a story I already told, a story I haven't told yet. A rundown of the story I've been telling for the past few streams, because I kind of started retelling my book. Or what do you call it? I haven't told yet. I have oh wait, I nuked my phone, right. So I had a notes in my notes I had like some random stuff. Yeah, I just now realize I have nuked my nose, and that's somewhat sad, but it's okay. Because I recently updated to Android 16, which could be a story on its own. RIP. It doesn't matter much. There wasn't that much important stuff. That also reminds me that I need to put my camera app somewhere for quick access. Which I had to steal MIUI camera app because nothing else works on on that phone. Stories rise up themselves, but like this storytelling redeem, I'm pretty sure I stole it from Force Unleashed. And yeah, I stole many redeems, but yeah. Anyway, so this storytelling redeem is just there for me to tell a story. It's not about rising a story. Yeah. Anyway, so. One of the things I had in my notes was a story. I mean, it's not really a story, just a mention of how. So there is a YouTuber who's not very relevant to the story, but they were playing on a Minecraft server, and they were stealing cows from another player, and to make it legit, they said that that they were saving cows from unhumane conditions or something like that. Like they weren't in very good conditions. I don't know the words. Hold on. Translate Google.com. I guess it is conditions. This reminds you of something. You can guess. Melee condition is. Oh wait, that's right. I translated. Poor conditions. Yeah. So they were other savers. So yeah. Anyway. So that YouTubers stole cows, and then at the end of the video, they were like, "Okay, I'm organizing an organization to save cows." It was called something. I don't remember what it was called, but and they were saying that they said like, if you have a cow, to okay, that turns it sorry. So yeah, actually, let me just look it up. A good position. That person was also on another Minecraft server. That person was also a candidate for mayor elections. Oh, that thing. Eh, why is it only a short? On conditions, something. Wicked, right? It was called. The organization was called Wicked. I don't remember what it stands for, but yeah, that's the idea. So yeah, at the end of the video, they said, if you laughed or like your friend is perhaps something like that. No new plushes for Arch. No new plushes for Arch. So yeah, by the way, Nigel and Kuko are tied. Wait, how did that happen? Tied again. So yeah, I don't remember what it stands for, but it stands for something weird and funny. But yeah, that's not really related. When did that happen? At the beginning of the stream. But yeah, so the idea was so like they said, if your loved one is a cow, maybe perhaps let them make an application and like they will be saved. And so I decided to play into it and left a comment. And also that YouTuber was not very popular, especially this series. So like I decided to leave a comment. I wrote like a paragraph, and I needed a name for a cow to apply. And so I was thinking. I realized like cows, or Minecraft cows specifically, are like black and white, and there is like so I imagined Minecraft cow and I realized there's like that they're colored like black and white, and there is an edge between black and white, like the strong edge. And so the name in my head just appeared out of nowhere, edgy. So that I guess that is a fair that is like a word. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I called it. Mushroom cow wants to know my address. Okay, sorry, mushroom. Whoa. That word has a translation. But I mean, fair. Anyway. Right. So that's the story. How I called the cow edgy because there's an edge between black and white. And like all the background of a YouTuber stealing cows. So I never told this story. It was just it was soon after I made that redeem that this happens and that this happened, and so I wrote it down. And as it always happens, if I write something down, I will remember this, regardless of if I ever lose the thing or something. That's the idea. Cool story. I mean, thank you. So yeah, although next time, to be fair, so next time if you want, if any of you, and I guess only Kuku has the background. If any of you want to hear the continuation of the story about a mad scientist, a squirrel, coffee, and another countries and another dimensions. You can just redeem story time anytime. Although probably not the stream because it's gonna end shortly. But yeah, that's my book. I have a book about that. Yeah, so this story starts with a purple glowy rock, which you can use to make cool and certainly very expensive purple glowy lamps, and sell them to millionaires around the world, and get rich. And then they find out that nothing is very special about that purple glowy rock behind you, but that's outside of the story. Proper capitalism. Anyway, parameter. So we have the index, we have other stuff. So all I need here is really param to type. Plus there is an associated type. Although I don't know where. Pattern type. What is a pattern type? Pattern new type takes any type and restricts its valid values to its pattern. Wait. Also change the layout to take advantage of this restriction. Only copy and clone will automatically get implemented from treat this as if it were an aggregate with a single nested type on the supports integer range patterns for now. In match case? What in match case? So binder what's dynamic? Oh, is it didn't rate something thingy? Just that pattern type. Yeah. So that's ranges. Ranges, for example, have pattern type currently. So that is used, I guess, in match case somewhat. I don't know. Something in Rusty. Slice ref. I'm looking for associated. There must be something associated type. Alias, param, bound, placeholder. Huh. Oh, alias, a projection. Or inherited associated type. Inherent associated type. So I guess an alias is an associated type. So I will figure that out at some point. So, but the idea is param. Steam change. Grubber darker. Grubber darker. Wait, I don't have that. Or is there an? Is it a dash? It is a dash. It is using a dash. Okay, so there's a plane flying over me. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a plane here. And it must be low. Actually, not really. Yeah, anyway. So I need param. What is this type? Rust C middle ty sty param ty. So this thing takes then resolve param and that would return an Orco type. I mean, a lot of associated type stuff is an issue. But I think I will reload. Oh, right. That is not default implemented. However, I will import generic map for tuple for unit struct. I will return or to type symbol, or basically just copy this. So either that, or I can say generics are not supposed to be here. So generic map import generic map mapa. And that's also supposed to take self. I know formatting it. I'm gonna fix it in a moment. So here I'll do map generic. What did I call this thing? Map, just map. Map dot resolve param. There we go. Now I'm just passing it around. So here currently I'm just gonna pass an empty thing. Or coding. Although I will at some point pass in a proper map. Here map this param. Can I just deref it? I think I can just deref it. It's copyable, right? Is it copy? It is copy. Now we have a bunch more issues. TCX, generics. I'm gonna figure this out. This function is used in a lot of places. Keep forgetting to make those references. Oops. That foreign function. So I'm gonna fill this later. And here is struct. Generics is empty. It's supposed to have. It's supposed to not have generics. Maybe it should return an error instead. I don't know. And in here. We're supposed to pass in a map, which I will implement for can I do it? No, I can't really do it. So I need to implement. I can implement generics map for Rust's generics thing. Generics. I mean, I guess I could just use indices as well. Although those indices, I don't know what. I don't really know what they are. Wait, that's the wrong one. No, that's the right one. Generics. We have that stuff. So indices. Ordering front of time as type, generic args, credential generics. Self, lifetime type. Yeah, indices are gonna be an issue. Param def ID to index. Count. On count. Is there something to convert indices? Param at index will give me param def. Checked sub parent count. I guess I can subtract parent count and lifetime and self. Oh, self-generic. Like, what is self-generic? What is really the self-generic? For traits? For what? So yeah, temporarily, I guess I should be just. So do I need generics equals. So this is temporary. What is params2? Huh. His own self, own counts. Default alerts, an empty type param count. Can I just there is own count. I'm just gonna do that. So that's offset. That map. So that's gonna take a usize as an offset and args, which is currently a slice of type. So start map map as in lifetime. Middle lifetime. So offset and args. I can just pass in map offset args here. And I can just implement a trait for it. Impl type generic map. For map of time underscore. So I am going to convert this probably to to get rid of the trait and just make it a regular type, but I don't know what it's gonna be yet. So this is gonna be self one of self of param. I just hope index is what I think it is. Yeah, so that's and clone, I guess. So that on ref me. So didn't I call into on it? Here. Did I do that before? Does it compile? That probably doesn't compile. Probably have a few more. Ooh. Right. std cell, unsafe cell, index map, something cannot be shared between threads safely within ty context. The trait marker sync is not implemented for unsafe cell. Oh right, yeah, that's impossible. I'm gonna be figuring this out later. It's time to raid. It's time to end. But yeah, I have vague solution for that. So Rust C cannot do what I need. Orco on the other hand cannot do what I need. Write it yourself in the middle. But yeah, right. So let's maybe end. Read somebody. Let's check if anyone is making compilers on Twitch. Nope. Don't see anyone. So let's any suggestions you have? Assembly, we have a few options. Minecraft, game dev, pathfinding, Zig, assembly, Covino, doing game dev in Godot, and is it Java? I think that's Java. Lucas develops. Can just copy username. Why did this not copy like it's supposed to? And why is there so many people when I'm raiding? Huh? So this guy. Immediate mode UI in Vulkan and Zig, sure. Highlighted in my overlay. Well, obviously all ads are highlighted in my overlay. But yeah, so let's see this. So yeah, as I said, no streams until weekend. Because I am graduating, I need to apply for university, and I have a lot of work and competitions as well. So that's a busy week, and I will see you when it ends. Hopefully. Hopefully more streams this summer, because I have a lot of plans. And yeah, bye.